viewers, let's go to the top story we're tracking right now. ED team reaches Jharkhand CM's Delhi residence. That is what we are getting for you right now, where we're tracking those developments coming in. And what we can tell you is that there seems to be a development coming in. Remember that there were fresh ED summons as Jharkhand CM Hemant Soren has been in Delhi, is visiting Delhi. And we can also tell you, viewers, that the ED team has reached Jharkhand CM's Delhi's residence right now. So that's what we're learning of. This is coming in as ED has issued a fresh summons asking him to join the investigation in the money laundering case. And this is coming in as what we see that big development. Let's go straight across to senior editor Shravan Sen, who's joining us. We already know that Hemant Soren is being questioned under for the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, PMLA. Fresh summons have been issued. What do we know about what can we expect next now, Shravan?
Well, Shivangi, the latest development taking place is that the Enforcement Directorate has reached the residence of Jharkhand Chief Minister in the national capital. What we do not know at this point in time is that whether these are fresh searches that are being carried out. We are waiting for some official confirmation to come in from the Enforcement Directorate. But by way of sources, what we can confirm is that the team has already reached this at a time when the Enforcement Directorate has already summoned Jharkhand Chief Minister multiple times. In fact, this is the 10th time that a notice has already been issued to the Jharkhand Chief Minister to essentially cooperate with the investigative agency and join the probe. So far, an indication actually came in from the Jharkhand Chief Minister's office that he would be appearing for the Enforcement Directorate perhaps on the 31st of this month. But having said that, the Enforcement Directorate essentially taking action on the basis of certain input that was received. Remember, the allegation that has essentially been leveled against the Jharkhand Chief Minister is with regards to allegedly receiving commission with regards to a land and, or more importantly, in the coal levy scam too. Remember, his name has essentially surfaced. That is the reason why the Enforcement Directorate had carried out searches at multiple locations, which also included certain alleged close aides of the Jharkhand Chief Minister. And from the residence of the alleged close aide of the Jharkhand Chief Minister, certain official documents of the Jharkhand government was actually recovered by the Enforcement Directorate. An allegation which has been completely refuted by the Jharkhand Chief Minister. In fact, remember, he had appeared before the Enforcement Directorate on the count that this is a biased investigation that has been carried out by the Enforcement Directorate at the behest of the centre.
Right, Shravan, getting us top updates coming in right now. Shravan, if you could take our viewers through the previous instances of the fresh summons and the summons being issued. We also know that the Jharkhand CM's press advisor, Abhishek Prasad, was also asked to join the investigation in January as well. Take us through where does this case stand in terms of the money laundering probe linked to largely the illegal mining case?
Well, in the searches that were carried out by the Enforcement Directorate, this was primarily targeting those who were considered to be close to the Chief Minister. Second, this is with regards to the fact that they believe a cartel was actually running this entire illegal mining. And more importantly, this very cartel was given political patronage by the Chief Minister and his office. That's the allegation that has been leveled by the Enforcement Directorate. Remember, this is an allegation which has been completely refuted by the Chief Minister. Having said that, the Enforcement Directorate, during the searches that were carried out, they say that they have come across crucial evidence, which basically includes government documents from the residence of one of the alleged close aides. Arrests have also been made. Multiple arrests have been made by the Enforcement Directorate in the Jharkhand illegal mining scam. But remember, not just the mining scam, but the Chief Minister is under the scanner. There is also another case in which the Enforcement Directorate, that is the coal levy scam too, in which there has been a reference to the Chief Minister in the documents that were in the probe documents that have been accessed by the public TV, in which there was also an indication of the fact that the Jharkhand Chief Minister has been under the scanner of the Enforcement Directorate, not just in one case, but also another case which is with regards to the coal levy scam.
All right. Thank you, Sharma, for getting us those details coming in right now. So what we see is that the ED team at Jharkhand CM's Delhi residence, and we have to wait and watch what really will happen next, because already the Jharkhand CM has been asked to come in to record his statements when it comes to the money laundering probe. Let's move ahead to the other story we're tracking at this point of time. Let's move ahead because we are getting some news coming in this time from Karnataka. Tensions are prevailing in village in Karnataka's Mandya district over the hoisting of the Hanuman flag. The organizers of Keragodu village took permission to hoist this national flag, but they instead hoisted a Hanuman flag. So that is what we're learning of right now, viewers. And as we keep getting you more updates, let's tell you exactly what is happening. A big row has erupted, and this is a story. What really happened was that tension is prevailing in a village in Karnataka's Mandya district over hoisting of a Hanuman flag. Now, you can see those visuals coming in as well on your screens, where you can see that the locals have staged a protest. There's also very heavy security on the spot. The organizers of the Keragodu village took permission to hoist the flag, but instead they hoisted a Hanuman flag. So that is what we're learning of right now, viewers. The row after Hanuman flag was removed in Karnataka, and a local staging protest there, local staging protest in Mandya district, and tensions erupting in the Mandya district. So let's go to Prajwal to understand what really happened and what has led to this situation there. Prajwal, I'm coming across to you right now. If you could take our viewers through what really has happened in the Mandya district. We also see that a huge and heavy police deployment is on the spot.
Shivangi, we now get to understand that this particular incident was reported on the 27th of January, which was a Saturday, and the incident has come to light from Keragodu village in Mandya district as well. And it is being understood that one of the trusts who had organized this particular fair also wanted to hoist the tricolor, and therefore they had erected a 108-feet flagpole as well. But at that point of time, initially the permission was sought even from the village Panchayat CEO as well, where he's clearly mentioned in this particular letter that the permission will be given for hoisting of the tricolor in itself. But what happened later was that there was a flag of Lord Hanuman, which was painted in saffron, which was hoisted, at which point of time, initially there was talks stating that let it be there as well. But after a few hours later, the police officials along with the district authorities came to the spot and spoke to the villagers of the Keragodu village, stating that this particular flag will have to be brought down because permission was given for the tricolor and it violates the rights which has been given by the government as well, so they should not go ahead with it. But then the villagers of Keragodu started attacking these officials who had come in here allegedly, and they also that this was the handiwork of a few Congress workers over there as well, which gave it a political color. Sunday also we saw that many BJP leaders, mainly the leader of opposition, R. Ashoka, had also been to Mandya, and there were tensions which erupted there, due to which Section 144, which is prohibitory orders, had to be imposed. And also now we are getting to understand, Shivangi, at this point of time that all is well within Mandya, but at the same point of time, prohibitory orders are still in place to make sure that there will be no sort of untoward incident. Secondly, we will also be shortly witnessing a statewide protest by the BJP party alleging that the Congress government in the state of Karnataka is anti-Hindu.
Right. And if you could take our viewers through, Prajwal, about the reactions coming in on this development. Just take us through what the BJP is saying and what is the Karnataka government saying on this.
First and foremost, we will come to what Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has spoken here, Shivangi. He's clearly stated that they are not against any religion. They're not against any caste or community. They are all for the people. But at the same point of time, they will not let the national tricolor be insulted, because he's also gone ahead and also posted on his official account from the platform X, where he's posted two letters. The first letter states that the permission was needed. The second letter clearly mentions that a permission is required to go ahead and hoist the tricolor too, is something still is not hoisted. And at such a height, it violates the order of the constitution in itself, is what Siddaramaiah stated. But then the BJP has now gone ahead and countered it. Mr. R. Ashoka, the leader of the opposition himself, had been to the Keregodu village in Mandya, and later he alleged that the officials took action only after some Congress workers explained. But it is still not proven whether they were Congress workers or whether suo motu action was taken by the village panchayat CEO in itself. But we get to understand that it was the village panchayat CEO who was the first responder on the spot, who arrived at the village and started speaking to the locals and the residents there, asking them to bring it down. Once it was not brought down, he had to bring in the police as well. And after which the group started clashing, the mob became ugly, and therefore Section 144 had to be imposed.